I'm just like really, really upset at the amount of hate that's out there. It's unreal. I'm looking cuter and cuter by the day. I just hate people when they attack me and such, and I gotta shut them down. But I have like no makeup on at all. None. It's like raining like cats and dogs over here. It's like gushing more than Blaire White's right now.
Link in bio for brand new merch, and a lot of my older merch is actually disappearing before January 1st. So last call. Here we go again. Ugh. Okay, so I want to make one thing abundantly clear in this video before we proceed. If I did not think this video was incredibly necessary to make, trust and believe I would not be making it. The way I tend to deal or handle people and situations that really disgust me or make me want to projectile vomit is I tend to ignore them. That is the case with Jessica Yaniv. And if you don't know who Jessica Yaniv is, first of all, good for you. I'm honestly happy for you. But I did do 3 videos in the earlier part of the year, including a live stream with this individual that will catch you up to speed if you need that. This person is a child predator, heads up. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about something no one knows about yet, and also some stuff that is in the media recently. Specifically, Jessica Yaniv is recently in the media again, this time switching her target from female waxers to gynecologists. And that's a whole mess in and of itself, and we will talk about that. But first, something super twisted that no one's talking about because no one knows about yet. Recently, YouTuber Ready to Glare, who, shout out to you, love your channel, recently hit me up in my DMs on Instagram. What she told me was really disturbing. She said that teenagers were actually reaching out to her, stating that they are in a private group chat on Skype with Jessica Yaniv. So according to these teenagers, Jessica Yaniv went on video chat in front of them, was pleasuring herself, and moaning my name. Now we'll get into how sick and twisted on many different levels that is in just a moment. So I filed that away and I said, okay, that's obviously vile, but I don't know what I can do about it. I don't know. But a few days later, I received a Snapchat from a fan of mine who is 15, who sent me a screen recording of Jessica Yaniv doing the same thing. This is a separate individual from those other teenagers. This is another person doing the same thing, pleasuring herself graphically on camera, moaning my name. So here is why I chose to make this video. Because it's come to my attention that I have some vigilante supporters who are going out and attempting to honeypot Jessica Yaniv, i.e., trying to lure Jessica into saying or doing illegal things in their interactions online with them, and then report it to the police to get Jessica Yaniv locked up. Now here's my message about that. Please stop. With all my heart, I'm asking you to stop. This is not a safe situation. I, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate your support of me. I know many of you are doing it in an attempt to avenge me. This person did dox me. You want to hurt them back. I understand that. I know that you guys want to see a child predator brought to justice. So do I. Trust me. But this really isn't a safe situation. I would never want any of my underage supporters thinking that it's okay for them to interact with a known child predator and then get hurt, all because they were trying to avenge me or they were trying to take the law into their own hands. I can only hope that me saying that is just super clear and that that is just stopped. Please stop. Because guess what? For those of you who want to see Jessica Yaniv behind bars, same, I actually have some good news. A few days ago, Jessica Yaniv finally went to court under a weapons charge for pulling out a taser gun on my live stream. Many of you saw that moment. No pun intended. It was a moment.
Blaire,
you know what?
I don't need to be scared in my own house that I'm gonna attack, which is illegal in Canada. Just saying. But
do you think that was like cute? Was that a moment for you?
Jessica Yaniv, Jonathan Yaniv, just appeared in court in relation to 2 breaches of the Firearms Act. There's 2 charges pending against Yaniv. Yaniv showed up today with his mother in tow, and it was one of the weirdest court appearances I've ever seen, and I've been at some doozies.
Now, while it's upsetting that all of the incredibly creepy other behavior is not what's potentially going to put Jessica Yaniv behind bars, we at least have that. And Jessica Yaniv does face up to 6 months in prison for brandishing that taser on my live stream. Is that enough time? No. Do I think Jessica Yaniv deserves to be among civilized society and children at all? No, but it is something, and I am incredibly proud that it was my live stream that put this person in court and potentially now in jail, and we can only hope for the best. And we will find out at the beginning of January if Jessica Yaniv will go to prison. Now, one more thing. What I'm questioning is, what gender prison will Jessica Yaniv go to? Because to me, even though I'm giddy about Jessica Yaniv going to prison potentially, it seems like a whole other can of worms if Jessica's put in a women's prison. Okay, so I'm currently editing this video and I'm realizing how many times I refer to Jessica Yaniv as she. And I know the comments are going to be loaded up, people saying, why are you validating that this person's really trans? Why are you using the pronoun she? Because in the past I haven't. Just know I'm doing that because I don't feel like action being taken on my channel. Like, that's just not something I'm here for. I'm not in the mood for my channel being banned for misgendering someone. So we all know what pronoun I really want to use for this individual. Just pretend I'm using that one. Okay. But now on to some other disgustingness. So we all know that Jessica Yaniv's elaborate plan behind trying to bully female waxing and estheticians into waxing down there was an elaborate attempt to get women to touch her down there. Like, that was what that was, right? Well, it proved to not work, but now Jessica is resetting her aims towards gynecologists. In a tweet, so a gynecologist office that I got referred to literally told me today that we don't serve transgender patients. And me, being me, I'm shocked and confused and hurt. Are they allowed to do that legally? Isn't that against the college practices? And of course, is now filing all types of complaints and doing the same thing over now to a gynecologist. I replied, you don't go to a gynecologist if you don't have a you don't go to a repair shop if you don't have a car. Stop trying to bully people into touching your privates, because that's exactly what it is, and it's incredibly effed up. And the fact that there's now a whole new target for Jessica is just, when is enough enough? Now, first of all, I highly doubt that what was told was, we don't serve transgender patients. And even if it was, gynecologists are for female reproductive issues, nothing more, nothing less. Jessica Yaniv does not have a female reproductive system, therefore has no logical need for a gynecologist, therefore a gynecologist cannot treat her. I don't take my broken laptop to a motorcycle repair shop and expect them to be able to fix it or help it, or like, and that's the thing, we're giving Jessica too much credit. It's not even like Jessica is delusional enough to believe that she really belongs there. It literally is just this sick fetish and trying to get women to touch her. Like, I'm gonna lose my mind. It's been a long time since I've even talked about this. So I'm like, oh. Also, what's really bizarre to me is the fact that Ricky Gervais is getting backlash for joking and kind of like, you know, talking crap about the Jessica Yaniv situation. I can't even wrap my head around anyone defending Jessica Yaniv or like being offended by jokes being made about Jessica Yaniv at all, but that's happening. And by the way, Ricky actually reached out and said something really nice. I'll put the tweet on the screen. I was floored when Ricky reached out and said that to me, and it was because of this situation. That was a huge honor. So yeah, just gonna throw that in there. And by the way, for anyone who thinks I should not be making this video or talking about Jessica Yaniv anymore, first of all, I kind of see where you're coming from because I don't really want to talk about it. It's for my own mental health. I don't want to talk about it. But also, you know, the fact that we never let up on Onision, and the fact that no matter how many people commented another Onision video, we kept making them. It was because now look, because we hammered the Onision topic so much, Onision was banned off Patreon. Onision now has the FBI opening a case against him, and there's actual ramifications, and people are now being helped. So I don't really care if you're one of those people who's going to be like, another Jessica Yaniv video. Yes, another one, girl. Another one.
Another one.
Because who would I be to sit here and let my underage subscribers continue this vigilante work without telling them to stop? Again, please stop. Or let Jessica now bully gynecologists. Like, please, we're going to talk about it. But yeah, that's the update. We're going to find out in January if Jessica is going to prison. And that's all she wrote. Make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel. Make sure you guys are subscribed to my second channel, Blaire Black. Follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.